was not here.
Oh, I understand.
Yeah.
But you know what happened here, right?
Yeah. Because there's a great
Running.
someone was buried over there.
All right. Well, tell us what happened.
This is one of the mass graves. A lot of them, those that were killed here, they were buried. We've got two over here. You're looking at the work through the stars. One of the mass.
This is one of the mass graves.
Yeah.
So what do you mean? What does that mean when you say mass grave? What do you mean? There's lots of people buried right here.
Yeah.
And what happened?
Those that were killed that night, they were buried here.
People who were killed during that massacre.
Yeah.
They're buried right here.
Yes.
And how many people do you think are buried right here?
I can't tell. I must have another.
What's that?
According to the stories, there were many. I'm saying I don't know the amount of persons that were buried here, but I don't know the number.
Like hundreds?
I'm sure more than that.
More than hundreds.
Yeah.
More than hundreds of people were buried right here as a result of the massacre.
Yeah.
And can you tell us what? I know you weren't here, but can you tell us about the massacre? Like what happened?
Well, according to the story,
maybe we could step back so there's not so much noise. Is that cool, Jay?
Mm-hmm.
Can we step back here so it's a little bit more quiet?
This is the only place you can stay here.
Okay. Yeah. So according to the stories, what happened?
According to the story, those who were here, according to the story, government troops said the rebels came and joined them. So that was the reason why they came and massacred them. See, that was one of the reasons.
Who was responsible for the massacre? Was it Samuel Doe?
Yes. It was Samuel Doe. In fact, this is Charles Taylor's father. Well, his father was here. There's a big.
Let's go check. Let's go check it out. Let's go check out the monument. So this monument explains the story of the massacre.
Yeah, and mainly Charles Taylor's father, Nelson Taylor, he was killed here too. He was among the group that was killed. So it was a government troop that carried on the massacre.
Tell me again why the massacre happened.
As I told you, they said foreign troops came and joined the church. You know?
Yeah.
The rebel came and were part of the church. And those who were there also were there to support the rebels. So this is how government came here, massacred the people here. Yeah.
And was the church here during the massacre?
Yeah. The church was here because they had the people where a lot of people came here for rescue.
A lot of people came here for rescue, and they were killed.
Yes.
So they thought that a church
could be safe.
They thought a church would be a safe place.
Yeah.
But the people who killed them desecrated the site.
Yes.
What impact did that have on the population, on the people? Was that quite impactful?
Very painful. Very bad. Up to now, some of the church members are still feeling bad, but most of them, their relatives were here.
And this happened like back in 1990 or something. 1990.
1999. 17th date of January 1999.
1999 this happened. Oh, I was way off. So obviously at that time.
I mean 1990, sorry.
Yeah.
Not 90.
Dedicated 1999. Yeah. Massacre happened 1990.
Okay.
The massacre happened July 29th, 1990.
July 29th.
When obviously Samuel Doe was still living.
Yeah.
Because by 1999 Samuel Doe was dead.
Yeah. He gave the order to come here.
Samuel Doe gave the order to come here and kill all these people.
Yes. He was in power at the time. At the time the rebels were attacking him. So he gave the order that they should move in and carry on this massacre. At that time, did Samuel Doe have any supporters out in the community, or was he just a rogue? His tribe men. His tribe men supported him greatly.
It's pretty sad, man.
Very bad.
Very bad. Is that one of the worst events in Liberian history?
Yes. One of the worst we can recall. It was very, very terrible in those days because people were not expecting for that to happen on the church compound. Even the church, the soldiers those soldiers, they enter all the church buildings.
They entered the church.
Yes, yes.
They killed people inside the church.
Of course, yeah, everywhere. In the yard here, you see a lot of bodies.
Did you lose family?
Oh, no.
No.
So you were lucky.
I was not here. At the time we went to Lufa, a different country, our country.
You went to
country of origin.
You went to look for a
Lufa
different country.
Yeah, county.
County.
We got 15 counties.
County.
Yeah.
You fled.
Yes.
You ran away because of the violence.
Okay.
And who did you flee with? Your family?
Yes.
And who is your family? Who did your family consist of? Like your wife, your children?
Yeah. My wife, my children, and my brothers.
And your brothers?
Yeah.
So how many children did you have?
I had 2 at the time.
And how many brothers went with you?
We had 3 brothers.
So you left Monrovia with your wife?
Who worked to go, yeah.
And your 2 brothers?
Yeah.
And your 2 children?
Yeah.
And did you all stay safe?
Yeah, we went home safely.
Where did you go? What county?
Lufa County.
Lufa County.
Yeah.
Now, did the violence ever reach that county?
Yes, but it was not like here. The destruction there was less than the city here.
The destruction there was less, and the death toll was less.
Mm-hmm.
Why did Monrovia experience the worst of it?
Well, here was the center of the conflict because the rebels were coming here. They left the interior. They were coming to the city. So everybody focus was on Monrovia. So that how come even the president himself he thought that he could be killed. So at the time now when it was rough, he decided to send his soldiers in and around Monrovia, in and around the city, to look for his enemy.
So Samuel Doe massacred his own people.
Yes.
His own fellow Liberians.
Okay, yes. He was a military man.
He was a military man.
Yeah.
How did they kill the people? With guns, or with knives?
Knives and guns.
Knives and guns.
Yeah.
So it was a very violent and painful death for many people.
Yeah.
And these are innocent people who were massacred.
Of course, yes.
These are people who came to this church.
Yeah, they came for protection.
This beautiful church because they thought this was a sanctuary.
Yeah.
So did they feel betrayed by Samuel Doe? Did they feel that?
Well, at the time maybe, but they thought the president could not send people here to be killed. So they were looking for protection.
They thought the church was a safe place.
Yes, exactly.
And so we walk over here to this star.
Yeah,
it's very impressive. Very significant star. And what is this? What's this star symbolic of?
Well, I think that's really I can't say, but I think it's our flag has a single star. Perhaps this is what they use on our national flag. You see a single star.
This single star is the same star that's on the flag of Liberia.
Yes. And the color is another mask over.
And this is in remembrance of the dead, the people who died that day.
Yes.
Can we go look at the other star?
Yeah.
So there are many people buried beneath this ground.
Yes. So many people are buried.
But we don't know an exact number.
No.
But you think it's more than hundreds?
I'm sure it's
thousands?
It should be.
Oh.
Because this area was very packed. You can see the wall cracking now. I mean the ground. So there's a hole. Yeah, it's sinking slowly. So to show that it was very big mountain.
The grave was very deep.
Yeah, big. Yeah.
Why did they bury the people here?
Whether the church give the authority or the government, I don't know. I don't know why they buried them on the church compound.
What do you think about that? Do you think it's a fitting place to remember those people who died that day?
Yeah.
To bury them here at this beautiful church?
Yeah. Well, maybe they had the authority thought that it was the best time at the time to bury them here, so people can come and see that where they were killed and here they were buried.
Because people should. I'm sure that gentlemen like yourself. What is your name?
I'm Patrick Bissa.
My name is Patrick also.
Oh.
My name is Patrick Parkinson.
Okay.
Your name is Patrick.
Yeah, Patrick Bissa.
Is that B-A-S-A?
B-A-Y-S-A-H.
B-A-Y-S-A-H.
Yeah.
So Patrick,
Yeah.
do people come to this site today to pay homage to the dead?
Yeah, the Decoration Day. During Decoration, we have March 15th. It's a national holiday for Decoration, so people can bring gifts here. Even the president, this year, the Ellen Johnson Selig brought gifts and put on the grave here.
You say the president this year came
Yeah,
and put a wreath
every year
here.
he can come, yeah.
And why?
To remember the dead.
To remember the dead.
Yes.
May 15th?
March
March 15th.
Yeah.
Okay.
Decoration Day.
Decoration Day.
Yeah.
Is that a very difficult time in Liberian history?
Well, I had yes, because at that time, not only those that were killed here, but all those that died from your family, that day is set aside to, to mourn the bereaved family.
How does it make you feel to reflect on that horrible time?
Yeah, but that's the life to make us to understand. Now, as I told you, not only for these people that die here, but for the entire country, that day is set aside as a memorial day.
Do all Liberians know about that day? And do all Liberians know?
You mean the particular one?
No.
Yes, yeah.
Liberians who are alive today. It's
all over Liberia can celebrate that day as a national holiday.
Do some Liberians who don't live in Monrovia, if you live like out in the country, do they travel here?
No, they don't come here. Wherever you are, where you bury your relative, you go there and redecorate the graves.
So that's similar to Memorial Day in the United States.
It's a Memorial Day, yeah.
So he's telling us that Liberians, if they're out in the country, they may not necessarily travel to this site, but they will go and they will decorate graves in other parts of the country to recognize, to memorialize the dead.
Yeah, that's true.
So this massacre is the Liberian Memorial Day.
Yeah.
It's a time to to recognize the dead.
Yes.
And pay tribute to the dead.
Okay. That's it, exactly.
It's powerful.
Very nice.
Can you take us around the rest of the grounds?
Well,
Show us.
This is except for sight, if you just want to see, but for the death, yeah, only here.
Can you tell us more about what you did with your brothers and your children and your wife? Like, was it a very scary time?
Of course, because we walked here from Monrovia to our country, because those days to get vehicle was very hard, so we walked by land. So, even though we met some terrible things on the way, but at least it was much better because we didn't experience death. But we were threatened because different fashion. When you leave this group, you meet with other group, they say, "Oh, you from this side? Why are you coming soon?" So we are going home.
So it sounds like you were very fortunate that time to survive.
Of course, yeah, because people were killed on the highway.
People were killed on the highway while they were fleeing, as you were.
Yes.
People were killed.
Yeah, because of different grouping. They were killed.
And who killed them? Rebels.
Yes, rebels. At the time, the rebels were all over.
Samuel Doe's men.
No. Taylor men.
Taylor men.
Taylor,
Gotcha. Taylor men.
Yeah.
Taylor men who were coming to overthrow Doe.
Yeah, okay.
So Taylor's men are responsible for these dead?
No, here, no, not Taylor.
Okay.
Here, Doe.
They're Doe.
Outside, that's Taylor.
So there was just mass death.
Yeah.
Like you could not trust anyone.
Okay.
Samuel Doe killed people here. Meanwhile, while you were fleeing out on the outskirts of the country, Charles Taylor's men, the rebels, were killing people.
Yeah. Because the rebels were in control of the interior part.
So that was a horrible time for Liberia.
Very much.
Now today, has Liberia recovered from these atrocities?
Oh yeah, this is why we have the reconciliation. Yeah, we are recovering from it.
Is the Truth and Reconciliation Committee process, is that working? Is that working to help heal the wounds?
Yeah. Normally, like the church here, they can always preach to forget about these things and look at your friend to be your brother or to be your brother's keeper. Yes, it's working.
Do people still discuss this openly? What happened that day, as openly as you are discussing? Like, do Liberians discuss it amongst themselves the way we're talking about it?
No, it's not. Except if people just want to talk about, the idea, the feeling is going away.
The bad feelings
the
went
bad
away.
feeling, yeah. The bad feelings going away.
But it's probably important in your eyes to remember. Like you guys don't want to ever forget what happened that day.
It's hard to forget, but sometimes they can tell you, say, forget that thing. That's part of life.
It's part of life.
Yeah.
What is part of life?
Well, sometimes it can be horrible, sometimes it's fine. So when it's disastrous, they tell you what, maybe this how it's supposed to be, or maybe the high was planned by God. So they will tell you to forgive. Forget about. If you think too much, you might do something else. So they will tell you to say, try to control yourself, and things are already happening.
Like if you think too much about this, it will make you angry.
You're okay. You might try to retaliate.
Even today, even 20 years later.
Well, maybe we are different people with different minds. With some people, they can easily forget. Some they don't. They still want to retaliate.
Are those older people now in society, or younger people, or?
No, most of the people that at the time really who took part in those days, only very few of them are living now. Yeah. It was almost 20 years ago now.
But many of the descendants of the children of the people and their children of the people who died that day are still alive.
Yeah, they are the one that feeling the weight. They are bearing the pain that their fathers and mothers were massacred right here. In other part of the country. For me, I was lucky. None of my people was killed throughout the war.
None of your family was killed?
No.
Oh, wow. But there are many people whose fathers and mothers, you say, were killed right here at this very site.
Yeah. So they are the people that really feel the weight of the war.
They feel the weight of the war.
Yeah.
So they chose stars because of the flag.
Come in?
They chose these stars because of the star on the flag.
Well, I hope so, because this is the white flag. We got our national color, the flag. White star.
How do you feel when you stay at this? You're sitting here at this beautiful church tonight. How do you feel like speaking about this and remembering that horrible day?
Well, this is not the first time. Many times people come here to find out, just like you. They come here to ask if the pastor is here. Sometimes they ask the pastor. Of course, the pastor can better explain than what I do. Yeah. So they can, just like this, he will give the stories. So it has happened, and there are nothing else we can do now. Is just to forgive and forget. Yeah.
He said the only thing they can do now is forgive and forget.
Yeah.
That's a hard thing to forget, man. It's a hard thing to forgive as well.
Yeah, of course, but as they told us, our bishop or pastor said, well, you have to learn how to forgive and forget.
That's what your pastor tells you.
Yes, but it is written down in history now. As you read, sometimes you refer your memory to what happened, but they will tell you to cool yourself down, to control yourself, so you cannot carry back again to what happened 20 years ago now.
Patrick, how did what happened 20 years ago, how does it impact the children today in Liberia? The children who are young, right? Mm-hmm. The children who weren't even born at that time, are they impacted by what occurred?
Seriously. Many of them, the ugly behavior that they saw or they learned from the parents, some of them still carrying it on.
And is there as a guy who was alive at that time, do you worry that the children will not forget and that the children, it might anger them?
Of course. Even as I've seen it, those at the time, those that were there, they saw what happened. So this is someone that can just get angry or they are the one that believe in their armed robbery. They took arms and go out to steal at night.
Yeah.
Because this is what, when they were born, they met other people who were doing it during the war. So the memory sometimes it comes back.
And there, you said there's lots of armed robbery.
At the time, yeah.
At the time.
This time too, yeah, it happened. Perhaps, those that were coming up at that time, they were with their parents and they saw how their parents were killed or how other people were killed. They're taking arms to kill other people and to take their property. So, similarly, just recently in the country, armed robbery is still going on.
Armed robbery is still going on today.
Yeah. But it's not like before.
Not like before.
No.
It's a big improvement.
Yeah.
And so, does that sadden you? Does it sadden you that there's still crime as a result of these horrors?
Yeah.
And do you blame anyone for all this that occurred? Who do you blame?
I believe the individual that doing it.
You what?
The individual that carrying on those kind of criminal act. Those are doing the criminal activities. I said they are the one I would blame.
So are those people Doe or Taylor or both? You blame them both.
Both.
They're both guilty for what happened.
Yeah.
Did those leaders, both Doe and Charles Taylor, in your eyes, did they betray the people of Liberia? Did they let down the people of Liberia?
Of course, yes, because we never expected the war, but it came. So we believe that they betrayed us.
He said that he believes that they were betrayed by their leaders because of what occurred here in 1990. We're standing right now on top of a mass grave where Patrick believes thousands of people might be buried right beneath this very concrete, right beneath this very basketball key.
Yes.
There are many bodies buried.
Yes.
Right where people today come and shoot hoops, and they stand on this star and they shoot baskets.
Yeah.
And all the time below there are bodies resting.
Yeah.
But that seems like while this star marks the spot, and the star always is a reminder, that seems like a good way to forget.
I'm sure.
That seems like a good way to forgive, to come out and dribble a basketball. And shoot baskets.
Yeah, students practice here every morning.
Students practice here every morning.
This is a school building, and this is the church building.
This is a school building here.
It's a school high school.
And this is a high school.
Yeah.
And so young students who were not alive at the time of the massacre, do they understand what happened?
Yes, but not all. If you ask, they will take the story.
If I ask, they will tell me.
Yeah, that they will say, yes, we heard that this is what happened that day. But they too, they were not here at the time.
And this is one of those young people here.
Yeah, he work here.
You work here?
Yes, one of the security here.
What's that? You work security?
Yes, security.
What is your name?
My name is Matthew Koa.
What is it?
Matthew Koa.
Matthew Koa.
Yeah.
And your last name is K-O... You say Koa? How is that spelled?
G-O-W-H.
G-O-W-H.
Yes.
Goa. Matthew Goa. And you work security here at the church.
Security, yeah.
So can you tell us, like Patrick says, do a lot of people come here and want to just stand and remember what happened that day? Or do people come here like we came to Liberia because we wanted to come and see this site?
No.
People
I've just seen anybody here. You people I saw.
What's that?
Only you people I saw just coming to see you coming. Nobody else has seen you.
Nobody comes here.
Yeah.
Why?
Before people come here, now they want to ask you. People always come here to see the grave site.
Yeah, other people come here and see the grave site. Working. Well, I have security in the net here, and I have security are working with the school also. I can see other people come here always for a long time.
How old are you, Matthew? What is your age?
I'm a Liberia Street.
No. What is your age? How many years? How old are you?
3 years. This year beginning of
No, how old are you? Your age?
Oh, my age. I'm 34 years old.
You're 34.
34.
24 or 34?
34.
34. 34.
Yeah.
So you were alive when this massacre occurred.
Oh, I remember it. I was right in the film. You have some supermarket right here. I know about it. Thing that okay right here. The market's got a go on here. I know about it. I was here.
You were here.
I was here.
Where were you on the day that this massacre occurred?
I was dipping and Jokweta.
You were living in Congo Town,
Chocolate Town.
Chocolate Town.
Where they got a big market house. Yeah, that's where I was living. If I came, my mother, my father, they were now with them again. My mom, I came to travel. To look for food to eat. I had entered this thing. When I entered this thing, I had the market going to place. I know it's our and the time. But here, everything. At that time, the rebel said, when you see with church in transfer, it will kill you. Then, when you see with red t-shirt, then you are a rebel. At that time. Up in here, they baby.
Were you scared?
Eh?
Were you scared?
I got a bit scary. Because what? I was very little small. I was small little.
You weren't that small though. You were
Not
like
that small,
you were
but
pretty.
I
You were
did.
like a teenager, right?
Yeah.
Do other people your age and younger, young people, do young Liberians understand what happened here that day?
Yeah,
The day
other
of the-
people understand what happened here. They know it.
because they study it in history and stuff. They
Yeah,
study it in school.
Yeah, they study history. They can tell them. They know by every. And the new child come again. Explain to them. Yeah, hey, that's something go on in the thing. The master is put the particular map is a prayer. And the prayer here, all behind the house here.
He said he was here. I was not here.
He said he was here at the
Yeah,
church.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
So maybe he can't go.
Can
That's what he's saying. So they bury some people around.
It's real big. Very map.
Yeah, these two places. I know about these
Very
two places. But you are saying the
Yeah, they bury
people
that's
around.
no barrier. But not
I'm not aware of that.
you're happy. One supermarket right here where they pay, see the period today. See the period.
Yeah,
But
no,
because
single
it
shopping
was talking
center.
about how they call supermarket. It's
Yeah.
a PB store. That photo so you can see. Still together.
Matthew, can you take us inside the church? Show us the church inside.
No.
I don't know where they put church so much.
Okay.
I don't think they put church. I will work with them.
Okay.
I work with the school.
You work at the school,
Very good.
so you
Yeah,
don't have access to the church. Okay.
That's what the church. I work with security plan. What they been working with? I had a tear ship man. I can't release it now, but I see all talking.
Yeah.
I have them go and find out what happened. What's going on?
What's he saying?
What he's saying, he came to release me because I'm on first shift. He on third shift.
He's replacing you.
Okay. My time will soon be over.
Is it-
I will be going there. He will be here until tomorrow morning.
As security people, is it pretty important? Is it special to be able to work at this important site and guard this area?
Yeah, we are just, let's say, security for the school and the church, not government security now. So we are here to maintain the properties of the church and the school.
And is it difficult, or do
it's-
people respect this area?
Yes,
This is a sacred spot.
of course, yes. So people respect us, the students as well, even the pastors.
Everyone. I want to do deep on your knee too. Your knee.
My name is Patrick.
Patrick.
Is that what he's asking?
Yeah, no, what you said.
J.
Jake.
J, yes.
All right.
We came from America because we heard about this site,
Oh.
and we wanted to learn more about what happened that day.
Yes.
It's very interesting.
I'll
Very
tell you.
interesting.
People who know more experience, they will tell you. I was people myself about Paul. I was not Paul that at about. I can remember at that time we were very small, I can remember at that time.
You can't remember.
I can remember.
You
Yeah,
can
but
remember
in the
so.
what go on here. But other people will tell you, I will be somebody. You will come back, you will come tomorrow, say, or anytime you come. I will be somebody will tell you about the whole story. So I was small, bro. Yeah, like I still.
You still remember? Will you ever forget?
Well, I forget about why.
Will you ever forget what happened here that
I
day?
can't forget about it.
You can't forget.
No.
Why?
Because what happened is what the kids, a lot of people, myself, I feel afraid. And I thank God I didn't kill me. And all the things I told him, my bed so brother, what left to me, because he took guy and left inside.
You thank God that you were not killed as well that day.
No, I can't be more than that. Because we were shooting.
Were you here at the church?
I was in the particular frame, not going on.
What did he say?
He was here at that particular day.
He was here at that church, at this church, that particular day.
Yeah.
But he was not. But you were not killed.
I was not killed.
Why? How did you survive?
God saved my life. And I'm telling you to go.
You say it was only through God help that he was not killed.
Only because of God.
Yeah.
So how has that impacted your relationship with God? Are you, as a result of your survival that day, are you a servant of God? Are you serving God?
I cannot lie to you.
What do you say? What do you say?
You see, he don't want to lie to you. It means that he's not a regular member of the church.
Church. I'm going to tell you, I in the church. I only go to church in Lima County. Now in church in Lima County was sin. That I'm not going to church. I can say God anytime.
What did he say?
I go to bed, I pray, I pray to God. And God always.
So you
I get special church in Monrovia now.
So he says that correct me if I'm wrong, but he says that the only reason he survived that day is because God protected him.
Yeah, and he can pray no matter what happens. At least he can kneel down and pray to God.
Do you pray on this spot?
No, not here now.
Not here.
Anywhere.
Anywhere.
Yeah. At home or at work site. So you can say, thank God I'm alive.
So I not forget about God. I do not forget about God. What he did for me. When the war, some put paper, some put this, some put that. I don't get that. So I tell God every day.
Did you lose any family or friends on that day? Any of your family members or friends, were they killed in the attack?
Yeah. I was talking about my friend are closer to me. They call Emmanuel. They fire right in front of me. Yes.
Who was it?
One of his brothers.
They call Emmanuel. My brother that left with me. Why Emmanuel? They kill you right in the face.
Right next to him.
Right in front of you.
Yeah, in front of him. They were together.
Your brother.
On this same ground.
Oh.
Yeah.
And what was your brother's name?
Emmanuel.
Emmanuel.
Yeah.
Emmanuel God.
And he was your older brother?
I'm older than everybody.
You're older than everybody.
I had a firstborn from my mom and my father.
Firstborn.
Yes.
And you lost your younger brother that day. Your baby bro.
Yeah. I get another brother then that will live to Chukuru then. Going Ma. My little sister there going Nav then. And my other brother going John. Now in here he goes somewhere to go. So he playing other things like this. Power so you well on it. So you go there.
What did he say?
He said what he's saying now is his other relatives. They're not here, but they are living. They are working elsewhere than what he's saying. They go out and saw plank.
Are any of his relatives buried here?
He?
Yeah.
He said it, yes.
Yeah,
he said one of his brothers, Emmanuel.
Yeah, Emmanuel is buried.
Emmanuel is buried right here.
So everybody leave here.
Your younger brother Emmanuel is buried in this spot.
Yeah. Seriously.
So this is a very sacred spot for you. This is a very sacred location.
Which what?
Important, sacred.
Special.
Special. It's a very special place for you.
I don't know. It was a war when they buried the people. I know that my brother is buried here because they say when you die and they bury everybody here. Yeah. That's a special place that my brother is buried. Yeah. There were plenty of bodies that were around here. And I know exactly one place they buried the body. Yeah. You know what I'm telling you?
That's what happened.
Well, I know they kept my brother right in front of me.
They killed your brother right in front of you.
The gunshot touching. Cry in my father's name. Hey, pa.
I hate to ask these difficult questions, but what did you do after you saw your brother killed? Did you cry or did you run or what did you do?
When I started crying, I did. I cried. The brother would tell me, man, you cry here. You say you go to. What are you crying here for? Tears in my eyes.
Tears in your eyes.
Yeah. No women don't cry, but I cry too with the sick. So who told me, say, if I cry too, you will kill me too. See you.
So you could not.
Yeah.
You tried not to cry.
I just breathed in my heart. And my apple got red at that time.
Give me a hug. Give me a hug, man.
You got it.
All right. That was a very difficult time for you. Is it still hard to talk about it today? Is it still difficult to talk about it today? Does it still bring emotion?
Yeah.
You can still think about them.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
every day.
Okay.
So now I lay down to bed. Yeah, be thinking about them.
Think about Emmanuel.
Yeah. Sometimes I walk inside, my food making me fat. Sometimes I still my dear brother left to me. Always take me. I said, oh, my man, my overlook me. My dear brother left to me. Die, you know, so must see help people know. People there, I can say, yeah, you can listen to me. Because I have a brother.
You saw many people die that day.
Many people. Someone there have no friends that know when they die right here.
Die right here. Well, I appreciate you telling us your story, Matthew. I appreciate you sharing your story with us.
Thank you.
I'll share with y'all.
Thank you.
I saw down there. I said, I came here first. I was saying, my man told me to go. I said, yeah, let me go. And my papa go see what happened. So we have to share together. We are so human beings. You know, the plot are in off. It is same, but the color is different.
Color is different. We're all human beings.
We are human beings. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
So I see her around. I come around. I said, we walk there. You see my fellow on it. I come around.
Do many people come here to this site from, say, Europe or America? Do many people come here and travel here to see what happened and learn about what happened?
Yes.
They do?
Yeah, they do. People come here many of the times.
Yeah.
Almost every month or so they can come. As far as the dry season are coming now.
Sure.
Yeah.
Thank you.
This year now, dry season, more people can come here to see. Yeah, they always come here. This is why I was saying, if you had come in the day, maybe you could get a very clear story from the pastor or from other people, because they were here. Many of them were, those that were here, they were here when it happened. So in a day, because perhaps they could allow you to go in the church and see also. But no, we don't have that authority.
Gotcha. Okay. All right, well, thank you.
Okay.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Patrick.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay.